Hello everyone, today we will be learning about the grade 9 physics chapter, that is motion. So first we will learn about the definition of motion, and we will learn about the vector quantity, scalar quantity and motion along a straight line. This is an introduction session. Another session will be releasing soon about uniform and non-uniform motion and measuring the rate of motion. Without further ado, let's get started. So first we have motion. Now how do we define motion? Motion is a change of position. It can be described in terms of the distance moved or the displacement. They are very complex terms. Let me break it down into more simpler terms. Motion is a change of position. Suppose we have object A, a person A, and we have place A. If the person A walks to A by this is motion. If it walks in a straight line, this is motion. If it walks from anywhere, it will be called motion. Now, distance moved. For example, I do this, and go to sorry. I do this, and go to A. This is distance. The total length of this path is called as the distance. But if I move that path and I want to take the shortest distance from point A to place A, from here to here, this is the shortest distance between point A and place A. So this distance is called the displacement. This distance is known as displacement. Okay, let me give you one more example. Suppose we have here a train. Let us denote it by T, and this is the destination here. Let us call it place T, and there is a straight track from from train T to place T, and we have another road besides the train, and that road is this. Okay, let us denote it by car X and point X. Point X and T are the same thing, just a little figure is messed up, but no worries. The train is the train is taking the displacement. This the distance the train is covering is also the displacement, because it is the shortest distance between train T and place T. Let us get rid of place X, and we have point X, and this is road all curvy and all. This is distance. This displacement is also a distance, but displacement is the shortest distance. Displacement is the shortest distance. This cannot be considered as displacement. The displacement will be from here to all the way to here. This is the displacement. I hope you understood the topic. Next, moving on, we have motion along a straight line. It is written here that the simplest type of motion is motion along a straight line. Now, what is motion along a straight line? We shall first learn to describe this by an example. Let us take a car. This is point O, and let the end position. this is A. Sorry, let this be C, and we have a point here A. Now, if the car travels in a straight line from point A to point C, then this is motion along a straight line, and this is also the displacement. This is also the displacement. Now, what is the suppose the distance between point O and point A is, let's say, 25 kilometers, and the distance between point A and point C is 55 kilometers. The total distance between O and C would be OA plus AC. This in turn would be 25 plus 55. 25 plus 55 is equal to 80. Thus the distance between O and C is 80 kilometers. Now let us go to vector and scalar quantities. What are scalar quantities and what are vector quantities? Scalar quantity, suppose we have a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity, first of all, it is a physical quantity, and it can be described by the magnitude. And what is the difference? And then we have a vector quantity. It is a physical quantity, and it is to be described by the magnitude and direction. What this means? What does magnitude mean? Let us take the previous example. The object travels from point A to point C. We do not know the direction. We just know that it travels from point A to point C. 80. This 80 kilometer is the magnitude. And suppose this is the north, this is the south, this is the west, and this is the east. Now we can describe it by 80 kilometer towards the east. Thus this becomes a vector quantity. Now this was the introductory session for today, and I know it's short, but we will come up with another session soon describing uniform and non-uniform motion and speed. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.